हेलो एवरीवन, मेरा नाम है वकास इलियास और आप देख रहे हैं एपिसोड नंबर 1 ऑफ लेट्स टॉक। आज के हमारे गेस्ट बहुत स्पेशल हैं बिकॉज़ आज हम बात करने वाले हैं कोरोना वायरस के ऊपर। ये एक ऐसा वायरस और इतना मनहूस वायरस है कि जो किसी में चला जाता है तो फिर लोगों को टेंशन हो जाती है कि यार पता नहीं क्या हो गया। सो आज हम उसके कुछ फैक्ट्स के बारे में बात करेंगे उन्हीं लोगों से और उस ऐसे इंसान से जो कि ना कि कोविड में रहा है, उनके फैमिली मेंबर्स भी रहे हैं और साथ में उन्होंने अपने आप को क्योर कैसे किया है और वो कैसे बाहर है? क्या इतना ही मुश्किल है कोविड से बाहर निकलना? और कोविड हो जाए तो क्या हमारी लाइफ खत्म हो जाती है? क्या कोविड हमें मतलब हमें एक नॉर्मल फ्लू की तरह या हमें एक नॉर्मल चीज़ की तरह लेना चाहिए और या कि ये बहुत ऑफ कोर्स लोग मर रहे हैं, तो कुछ तो है इसमें। सो लेट्स फाइंड आउट एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम हर कि वो लोगों ने अपने आप को कैसे क्योर किया, उनकी रूटीन क्या थी, उनको डॉक्टर्स ने क्या बोला और वो कहाँ रहते थे, कैसे हुआ, एवरीथिंग विल फाइंड आउट फ्रॉम हर। आई होप आप सबके आज जवाब कुछ ना कुछ जवाब मिल जाएँगे और कुछ तसल्ली हो जाएगी आप सबको। So everyone, we have Sabatini with us, and the first question I'm going to ask her is that how did he
She
and her family got the COVID, and what was the first symptoms she got? So Sabatini, over to you now. You can tell me about the whole experience. How did it start? And
okay.
yeah,
So I my mom was the first person to get it in the family because
okay,
she works in the hospital in a maternity hospital in Abu Dhabi, and
okay,
she was the first person to get it. She was just having regular fever, but the second day none of the fever didn't come down, so that's how they went and tested,
okay.
and we found out she was positive.
So the first one was
And
your mother, right? So
yes, yes,
she's working as a doctor.
a nurse.
A nurse.
She's a nurse.
She's
Yeah.
working in a hospital as a nurse. So she's the
Yeah.
one who got it first. Okay, and then later
Yes.
on, it got transferred to you and your family, right? The other
Yes.
members.
Yes.
So how many family
Yes.
members are you like who got the positive?
We are actually five.
Okay.
My husband's sister, my dad, and mom.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
we were at home when she got the virus, and
Okay.
my dad was the second person to get
Okay.
because he was the one who was taking her food and everything into the room.
I
But
see.
he didn't want to upset her, so he just kept quiet that he was not
Ah.
feeling well. But
Okay.
eventually, after 4 to 5 days, he had to be admitted to the hospital.
Oh, I see.
Um, yeah, for almost 6 days. At that time, I had to come down to Dubai because I and my sister had to come down to Dubai because my husband was working in Dubai. So
Okay.
we were here in Dubai when this happened. But me and my sister had symptoms like we had slight symptoms like body pain and no smell or taste.
Okay. So you got this
That
no smell and no taste as well.
Yes,
Okay.
and
All
body
right.
pain. That was the only symptoms that we had. But my parents, since both were above 50, they
Okay.
had slight heart symptoms.
Okay, heart symptoms. So they were getting like a short of breath or something like that.
Not short of breath exactly. My mom was having regular fever intervals. That was what she was having,
Okay,
and headache. And
okay,
my dad had low sodium because he was drinking too much of water.
okay.
So because of that and fever, he was sent to the hospital.
Oh, I see, I see. So one thing I
Hmm.
want to ask you that in the beginning, as you said, your mom and dad got the major sign of COVID. But what about you
Hmm.
and the your husband? How did it start for you? Like
For
the
me, I'm sure
you
we
said
got it.
you don't feel like you have a taste and no smell, and what
Yeah,
else? Like that's the only issues you were
yeah, that was the only symptoms that we
uh,
had.
in the
We were
beginning.
tired.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
I see.
Um, in the beginning, we didn't know we had the symptoms. Maybe
Okay.
like after 2 or 3 days that we
Hmm.
started getting the symptoms.
Okay.
So we were just tired.
Hmm.
Tired, and there's no smell, no taste. That's all.
Oh, I see. I see. I see. So when you sent, like, did you go to the doctors in the hospital? Did you admit yourself to the hospital, or you were just at self isolation at home?
No, we were doing self-isolation at home
Hmm. Okay.
because at the hospitals also they wouldn't be accepting anyone with slight symptoms.
Oh, I
They
see.
would
Okay.
ask us, yeah, they would ask us to stay at home
Okay.
and self-isolate ourselves for 14 days. Yeah.
Okay. So I think
Hmm.
it's a message. It's a clear message to everyone who thinks that if you get a COVID, it's very difficult to get out of it. It's not that difficult if you self
No.
isolate yourself and keep
Yes.
yourself clean, hygiene. hygiene wise, and I think and take care of others as well, because if you got it,
Yes, yes.
it doesn't matter if it's not measured on you, but if you get in contact with anyone, it can be
Hmm.
severe
Major
for
on them,
the
yes.
measure on the
Severe
other
for
person
them,
as well.
yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's one thing. And tell me about the whole experience, like when it hit you at the first, when you heard you got a positive.
Hmm.
What was your thought? Like, what did you get panic attack? Because I know many people who heard it and they were gonna die. So what about you?
Okay, so um me, I'm a very carefree person, so
Okay,
since I had it also, I was like, okay, chill, don't worry, it will be fine. Because
okay,
if we take tension into our body, we are reducing our own immunity, we are not able to have proper food and everything. We'll
that's a
be
good
just
one.
tensed
Hmm.
on, okay, what's going to happen and stuff. But
Okay,
if we are carefree, if we just think like, okay, it's just a regular fever, it will be gone, just take a regular medicines, have proper food and hygiene and everything, it will be fine.
it'll
It's
be
just a
fine.
matter of 14 days. Yes, it's just a matter of
Okay,
14 days. And how hygiene that you are, and
okay,
how you take care of yourselves and others. So that would be the best option that you can do.
okay. That's
My mother
that's.
was
Mhm.
panicked. My
She was.
mother was, she was panicked.
Oh
She, when
yeah,
she saw that,
obviously.
she was like, okay, now
Yeah,
what's
she
going
was
to
panicked.
happen to me?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I
Yes.
mean, most of the cases, because we are not sure, because it's happening to us for the first
Hmm.
time, so we are
Yeah.
unsure. I think in this situation, we have to treat it like a normal flu, I guess, in the beginning.
Can be
Because
cured, it can be cured.
yeah,
See, uh, if you have slight symptoms,
mm-hmm.
if you have major symptoms, yes, you have to be going to the hospital, checking
Yeah,
it out.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
if you have very slight symptoms, like just slight body pain, or no
Mm-hmm.
smell, no taste, um, all that kind of a symptoms, you please, you can say, we can self medicate ourselves. Just take Panadol and vitamin C. These are the two major things that we have to take ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to give one tip also, if
Okay,
possible.
sure, sure.
Um, we can get the oranges, which we can squeeze,
Okay,
and ginger syrup, which we can make at home,
okay.
and
So ginger syrup and
have a cup of,
orange. Okay,
yeah, ginger syrup and orange. Just take the juice of both, and
okay.
in a cup, just have it once in a day.
Oh,
And
okay,
you can do this steaming.
okay.
Just
Steam. Okay, okay.
yeah,
That's nice.
you can keep hot water on the stove and just take in the steam with little, maybe little eucalyptus oil or something,
Mm-hmm.
or a clove would be
Okay,
a better option. Just two cloves
okay,
in the hot water. Take
okay.
that steam inside, just breathe in.
Mm-hmm.
It would be the best. I mean, at least the virus which is there in our trachea, the
Okay.
windpipe, it will come down.
It will,
So
okay. It will
these
help.
are, yes,
Okay.
yeah, it will help a
Steam
lot.
and the home remedies will work as well. You said, as
Yes,
of now,
home
we don't
remedies.
have
Yes,
the vaccine yet ready. So
yes,
yeah,
yes.
home remedies is a good
These are the
option as
simple,
well.
simple home remedies which we can do at home.
That's absolutely nice. Thank you so much for giving
Yes,
us this remedy. And also, I have
no
one question
problem.
I want to ask you. Like, when you did the test, was it painful?
Yeah, depends on, if painful, it depends on the nurses, because how
Okay.
I went and did the swab test. We
Okay.
all went and did the swab test.
Okay.
It depends on the nurses who are doing the swab test. Some of them they just take it in, and then they
Okay.
just, and
So
some of them they do it very slowly.
okay.
It depends.
It depends on the nurse. It's same like if
Yes.
you're getting injection from a doctor, the
Yeah.
injection, it can be painful, it can be not,
It
so
yeah,
it's the same case.
it's the same case. Yes.
Okay, great. Also, one more thing. I heard from a lot of people that in the beginning we get the bleeding from the nose or something like that. Did it happen to any of your family member or you?
No, no, we did not have any kind of a situation like that. Nothing.
Okay, so you did not get anything. Okay.
No, no.
And I want to ask you, what precautions did you take after you were declared free from corona and your test came negative?
We were taking precautions, like we are still having a tablet of vitamin C every day in water.
Vitamin C. Okay.
uh yeah, vitamin C, the dissolvable, I have one. This
Okay.
is this immune support, sunshine,
Okay.
vitamin C, zinc, and selenium. You get that in
Okay.
Life Pharmacy, I think.
Okay.
You can have one tablet every day, dissolvable in water,
Okay.
and you can take that. Or
I see.
else, and we take Panadol if at all we're going to into a huge crowd or something. Since
Mm-hmm.
Dubai is come back to normal, we can't risk our
Yeah,
situation. We
true.
don't know who's having or not.
True.
So when we go out, we take a Panadol. If we are feeling
Mm-hmm.
feverish or something, just one Panadol would help.
Oh, okay.
And
That's
the
nice. Mm-hmm.
best thing which we could do is, if we have elderly people or young
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
babies in the family,
exactly.
once
That was
we
my next question. Yes. So you tell
yes,
us, if we have a babies or elderly person, what can we do? If we have a
if
COVID or
we
something.
have these people, they are the most vulnerable section in the society. So we can, once we come inside the house, rather than going and greeting them right away, we
Mm-hmm.
go wash ourselves, put the wash clothes for washing, and
Okay.
then sanitize ourselves, and then we go and greet whoever it is, the elderly or the babies, because
Okay.
we don't want to risk
Yeah,
them also with
absolutely,
it.
absolutely. Because we are
Yeah,
not sure about their immunity system. Of course, we are strong. Maybe
true.
some people are not, and
Yeah,
it can be vital for them. Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So I want to ask you one thing as well. What would you like to tell us about the whole painful experience? Do you think our actions have effect on our family, especially the young one and old ones? Like, of course, if we don't take care of ourselves, maybe if we are
Hmm.
not, basically, what I want to ask you is that we have to take care of ourselves and for the others as well, right? So what do you want to say about
Yes.
that?
See, as I told you before, we since what you can say, so even though we are very strong
Yeah.
ourselves,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that we are not carrying the virus.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. True. True.
we can be the carrier even though we are not the spreader. So you can, if you have elderly family and babies in the house, it would be so better to, as I said, go
Yeah.
get ourselves sanitized and then go greet them,
True.
because we don't want to risk their life. We don't want
Okay.
to see them suffering right in front of us because of us.
Because of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly,
Yes.
exactly. You are right. And what is the lifetime of this virus?
So it depends on person to person. Some people, they have this immunity. It can, what do you say? For us, for us, me and my sister, when we tested after 8 days, we were positive, and
Okay,
then after 21 days is when we tested, and I was negative,
okay,
and she was false positive, because I
okay,
think she had a small, you can have in our bloodstream, if we have a small protein of the virus also, it shows positive.
okay.
So it doesn't mean that we are having the virus in us, but when the virus dies, it can leave a
Yeah, it
small
can leave.
protein.
Okay, protein. Okay,
Yes. So
okay.
so that
That
made it
depends.
show she was positive. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I see, I
And
see.
then after 3 days, when we tested again, she was negative. So it can vary from person to person, but we can't just look right in. Usually it stays only for 14 days. The
Okay,
first 7 days is when we
okay.
spread it around.
So 7 days is very vital. You said it's very
Yes, the
important
first
for
seven
the
days is
first
very
7 days.
vital.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
okay. And then later on, if you self isolate yourself and if you treat
Hmm.
yourself right, it can die there,
Hmm.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And what did you do like in the time of quarantine when you couldn't go out anywhere or meet anyone?
It was difficult. Yes, we
Yeah.
since we have this Zoom and bottom and everything, we were able to
Yeah.
connect with family and friends. But otherwise, uh, into cooking, baking, Netflix and chill, and yeah, what not. We could spend. Best thing was we could spend more time with family,
True.
even though
True.
we were
True.
sick.
True.
Yes, but
Yeah. Absolutely. That's the best part, I think, of the COVID, that we
yeah,
got some time to spend with our families. Because
true,
when we
true.
are doing our regular things, in life, I think that's the most
Hmm.
time we miss. We didn't have
Yes,
time for such family gatherings, and so
true.
it's a positive from the COVID, I think we can take.
Yes, yes. That's one positive thing we can
Yeah,
take from that.
absolutely amazing. So, Sabatni, I have one more question for you. Let me just go through it.
Sure.
So, any message for everyone watching this?
Message for everyone is, see,
So who can take a, like, let's
one
say, a
thing,
lesson from the whole experience? What's your
yeah,
message?
one thing is stay positive. You can't just be like, how if you're, even if you're corona positive or negative, stay
Hmm.
positive.
Hmm.
Because it depends on how you take your body, it depends on how you keep your mind. If you are positive, you're carefree.
Yeah.
Carefree in the sense like, okay, this, I can do everything myself, I can't take the tension. And it if you bring in tension, it will bring down the immunity. You will not be able to
Yeah.
have proper food or anything, or
Hmm.
proper medicine. So I have a live example. My sister, she was very tensed.
Okay.
She brought down her immunity. She was crying down every day, and
Oh,
so
okay.
it was difficult for her. Yeah.
It was difficult.
So
Okay.
yes. So because of that, she was not able to have food or anything. So
Oh,
we
okay.
can't just risk it. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So just
So
stay
don't bring
positive in
in
your
tension
life.
in your
Yeah,
body.
exactly.
Yes.
All right. So yeah.
Then
Yeah, go ahead.
sorry. Then what I would say is stay healthy, be healthy, eat healthy, eat your medicines, at least one or two Panadol per day. Even if you're not having fever, at least for the 14 days of your self quarantine, do have Panadol. Do not have any other kind of a medicine, and vitamin C. These are the most vital medicines that you need at this time. And the
Hmm.
home remedies, which I was telling you about, it will help. It
Okay.
100% it helps.
Okay. And how do you think we can keep our place clean as well? For example, do we do the regular thing like with the water, we just clean it, or do we sanitize it? What do you think? What is like? Is there any home remedy
Okay.
for that as well?
The best option, what we can do, what is available at our home,
Okay.
a little, you can take a mug of or a small bucket of lukewarm or little hot, warm water,
Okay.
and two or three caps of Clorox.
Clorox. Okay.
Dip,
Clorox.
yeah,
Okay.
Clorox. That's the best disinfectant we can use.
Okay.
Just dip in a cloth, and what all we touch every day, be it the remote, TV, table, handle, even the switches, just wipe it. So
Okay.
it will be you. There are people who like that smell, so it is
Yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
nice
I like
also.
that. I like that smell. It's
Yeah,
very nice. Yeah, when it's coming
very
from the
nice smell.
floor, it's
Yeah,
it's very nice. I feel, yeah,
yes.
it's
So
very
you
nice.
can
Yes.
do that also, and that is one good thing that we can do. When my dad was admitted in the hospital, they sent this one bottle of Clorox, which is
Oh, okay.
it was the best part. It was the best thing to do, disinfect your house.
That's a nice one. Okay, and I think, yeah, looking at your life and your experience, I can say that you are a very positive person. Well, because
Thank
when I
you.
contacted Sabatni, I was very hesitant to ask her about it because not everyone want to come out and show their life, what he or she went through. So thank you,
Yeah,
Sabatni, for sharing your experience with us, and I know many of our viewers will get benefit out of it. And
yeah,
I
true.
hope everyone who is right now struggling with COVID, take a note
Yeah,
from it that, if you stay
mm,
positive in your life, whatever you're doing, it's not only COVID, whatever you're doing in your
yeah,
life, if you stay positive, in the end the result will come positive as well. So stay
true. It
positive,
is
keep
very true.
everyone just make positive. It's a vibe. If you have a positive
Yeah,
vibes around you, everything will go definitely in your way. If you
true.
want good to happen, it will happen. If you have negative people
Yes,
around you,
yes,
that's why we say negativity is basically ruining our world at the moment.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. So Sabatni, now, Alhamdulillah, now your family is okay. How's your family doing now?
My family is getting better. My mom has started to go for work again.
Wow. Wow.
So
Nice.
yeah,
Now we are
she's got better. Yes.
great, great. So now in this part of the world, we are, so Alhamdulillah, everything is open now. We're getting back on track.
Hmm.
So I hope that wherever you are, wherever you're living, things will get better
Hmm.
for you as well. And thank you so much,
Inshallah,
Sabatni, for
inshallah.
coming out today and talk to us. And
Hmm.
hopefully, good luck with whatever you're doing in future as well. And we'll stay in touch. We'll stay connected.
Yeah. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you, Sabatni. Good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.